There was once a sculptor named Amara. Her hands were strong, her eye was sharp, and she could coax a sleeping figure out of a block of wood as if it had been waiting inside all along. But Amara had a secret that almost no one knew. Every time she sat down to carve, she heard a voice just behind her left ear. The voice belonged to her first teacher, a harsh old master named Instructor Voss, dead for 10 years, yet still alive in her head, and he never, ever rested. That line is crooked. You call that a hand? A child could do better. This piece will embarrass you. Stop now before everyone sees what a fraud you are. The voice was so familiar that Amara thought it was her own thinking. She believed every word. She would put down her tools, stare at the half-born sculpture, and feel her chest fill with cement. One afternoon, a friend found her on the workshop floor, surrounded by dust and unfinished carvings, weeping. The friend said nothing. She just sat down, picked up a small discarded piece of wood that Amara had thrown aside, and placed it in her hands. "What do you see?" the friend asked. "A failure," Amara whispered. "I can't do this anymore." The friend smiled gently. "No, Amara, I meant, what do you see when you're not listening to the old man?" Amara blinked. "What old man?" "The one you're always nodding to when you carve. I've watched you. You frown, you flinch, you mutter under your breath. You're not alone in here, are you?" For the first time, Amara realized the voice wasn't her. It was an echo, a recording of a man long gone, still sitting in the apprentice's chair in her mind long after she had become a master herself. The friend handed her a wet cloth and a fresh piece of wood. "I want you to try something," she said. "Carve, and every time that voice speaks, I want you to say out loud, 'I hear you, Instructor Voss. Thank you for your concern. I'm doing this my way now.'" Amara felt foolish, but she tried. She picked up her chisel. Immediately, "You're going to ruin the grain." "I hear you, Instructor Voss. Thank you for your concern. I'm doing this my way now." "That angle is wrong. Start again." "I hear you, Instructor Voss. Thank you for your concern. I'm doing this my way now." Something unexpected happened. The voice didn't vanish, but it became thinner, like a radio station slowly losing signal. And underneath it, for the first time in years, Amara heard a second voice, quieter, warmer, her own. "Just feel the wood. Let it teach you. You know more than you think." She carved all afternoon, not a perfect piece, but a true one. That piece became the first of her celebrated collection, the one people would later travel miles to see. And every day after that, she'd greet the old teacher's voice like a weary ghost. "I hear you. Thank you. I'm doing it my way now." Then she turned her attention to the quieter, kinder voice that had been waiting for her all along. Let me tell you what just happened in that story. Amara's inner critic, Instructor Voss, wasn't a villain. He was a recording. Many of us carry voices that were installed early, a critical parent, a shaming teacher, a society that told us we weren't enough. The brain mistakes familiarity for truth, so we assume that inner attack is just being honest with ourselves. But that voice is not you. It's a learned mental habit, and like any habit, it can be recognized and gradually loosened. The friend didn't argue with the voice or tell Amara to think positively. She taught her to name it, thank it, and choose a different guide. That's a skill. Notice the critic, label it. "Ah, that's Instructor Voss," and then deliberately shift your attention to the quieter, truer voice, the one that speaks to you the way you would speak to someone you deeply care for. This isn't about silencing the critic forever. It's about turning down its volume and turning up your own compassion. The first voice will still visit, but when you can say, "I hear you, and I'm doing this my way now," you take back the chisel. You become the sculptor of your own life.